Hey guys, Trey Sale here, back at you with another highway yard sale. This is the highway byway yard sale that went through Ohio. So I did that with Ken and Jill. So let's get started on the first day of highway byway. This is one of the first stops on highway byway. As you can see, Barbie dolls. This is one of my favorite things to pick up on these highway yard sales. For some reason, I've always had decent luck picking these up. Some of these sold for over $100, which is pretty good, I would say, for paying $10 each for them. I think those are the ones I already picked out. These are some clothing. I don't pick up any clothing items, but I'm going to pay into some more of the Barbies in a second. I think I picked up that set of silverware. I don't think it was like $4 maybe for all of it. As you can see here, there's some more Barbies. I maybe should have gotten them all. I think I picked up like 7 or 8 of them, but they were asking $10 each, as you can see there. So yeah, Barbies. This is what Ken found. Ken's got a sad face.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what they are.
Andy, what are those? You put slime. You put the slime that's in the mouth, and then you squeeze it.
Oh, and it squirts it out.
I don't know.
She does. So this is day one of highway byway sale. We technically went to a preview show before. Ken knew someone that was having a garage sale along the route, so we went there the night before. I think it was Wednesday night. I got some nice Harley Davidson patches. I've sold one so far for like $60 or $70, and then another small one for like $15. But I still have a decent amount left. They'll sell. There's longer tail items, and Ken found some cool items as well, and Jill also did. So that was really cool to be able to do a private sale before the sale actually started. But the clip you just saw was one of the first sales we went to on day one. Jill had to work that day, so it was just me and Ken going out sourcing that day. We started out going one direction to a pig. It had a big statue of a pig outside, so we went there. They didn't have anything, but we went to one other sale, I think, on that way, on our way back to where we were actually planning on going, because most of the sales didn't open until like 8 or 9. I think that one started at 7. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. It's been 2 months now since then. But I got some silverware at one. I picked up the silverware that was at this one as well. I don't remember what they haven't sold yet, because I haven't listed them yet, I don't think. But it was Oneida, some kind of Oneida set of silverware, I believe. But these Barbies were where the money was at this sale. $10 each for those Barbies. They were all new in the packaging. I could tell they were new. They're still taped up, new in the packaging for $10 each. So I did pick up probably 7 or 8 Barbies. Let's go over some of the ones that have sold. It sold this one for like 138, I think. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but one of them sold for $138. It was Great Fashions of the 20th Century Barbie, the 50s. So that one sold for $138, as y'all are seeing right there on the screen. The next one sold for $140 is Barbie of Elizabeth Taylor as Cleopatra doll. So yeah, those are 2 really nice sales to start out the highway byway sale. That's why I said it was way better. I also sold one for $71. This is 1997 Silken Flame Barbie, brunette. Like I said, I paid $10 for each one of these. Next up is a $46 one, Moonlight Waltz Barbie. So that's really not making too much, but on Amazon, I probably made $20 on that one when you consider fees and everything else that goes into it. And then the last one, I think, is this Holiday Barbie Special Edition 1999-2000 with swirl background. That one sold for like $39. Or $47, sorry. Oh, never mind. This is the last one. $47 was that Millennium Barbie, and there's another one that sold for $39 today. Actually, it just sold as I'm filming this, and I'm filming this on Thursday. So wait until the last second to always film. 1998 Barbie sold for $39. So yeah, and I also picked up like a Wayne Gretzky ornament for $1. I figured it might sell as Hallmark. Hallmark's not that great of a brand sometimes. Just depends on which one you get. It still hasn't sold yet, so it probably wasn't really worth picking up. But I figured I'd throw it in with all the other ones I bought. I think they actually threw it in for free whenever you consider. I probably spent like close to $100 at that sale. So yeah, not a bad way to start out highway byway day one. Here's the next sale of the highway byway. That is the item I pick up. Amy Rose Sonic Plush Patriotic Edition. Sold for decent money. And that's the only item I pick up, but it already sold. So this is some other stuff. I've actually been to a consignment sale recently where maybe some of the stuff could have sold, but obviously I don't want to pick up big items at a highway sale because I have limited space. But for future thinking of myself, I could actually try and consign some of that at a consignment sale and get some money out of it if it's cheap enough. So they had a ton of baby stuff there. This is the plush where I got the Amy Rose plush from. Just going to show y'all some of the other plush they had. I think they were Amy Rose, the Sonic plush was 50 cents. I think most of the small ones are 50 cents. Maybe the bigger ones on the right were $1. But yeah, none of those were really worth picking up that I saw on that day. If some of them do look interesting to y'all, let me know what I missed. I'm sure I know in the past I've missed some stuff before. But I think that was some kind of train set as well on the right there. Maybe Thomas. Maybe I should have. Well, it was big, so probably shouldn't have picked it up. But they also had clothing along with other items. I can't remember if Ken picked anything up here. I don't think he did. That's like an ice chest cooler. Sometimes the brands on those can be good if you can find the right one. What's Ken looking up? What are these? Those look cool, whatever they are.
Yeah, I bought a number of these
Okay.
last year.
Halloween?
Yeah, all Halloween. I sold most of them. I forget what I bought, but
Yeah. Google Lens in them.
I got it. Thank you.
$60. Oh, $60 for all. I was like, what in
yeah,
the world?
That I was looking at might be. That might be worth it.
I'll say $1 on that.
So at this next sale, I pick up one plush item for 50 cents. It is Amy Rose Sonic plush. So I've never heard of Amy Rose. I guess it's been a long time since I've played Sonic, probably 25 to 30 years since I've played Sonic on Sega Genesis. I didn't remember her name was Amy Rose. Now I recognize it as Sonic because I know what Sonic is. I know there was a pink hedgehog in Sonic. I just didn't remember her name or know her name. But when I looked up the comps for her, it was really good. That was just a generic plush. I don't remember what the brand was, but it wasn't anything like, it was just like one of the ones you get out of a carnival or something like that. Toy Factory or one of those, I think is what the brand was. So usually those plush aren't that great, but if it's a rare one that wasn't mass produced like that one, $45 for that on Mercari. And that was, I think, actually I don't know, that wasn't part of the Kin vs. 10 challenge, but it should have been because it sold pretty fast. I should have used that one instead of some stuff that still hadn't sold from that Kin vs. 10 challenge, but I think I've sold 7 or 8 items from that challenge. But yeah, let's go on to the next clip.
What's that?
Jimmy got those Green Bay Packers ones the other day.
Yeah.
PlayStation
Those big
games
figures?
at noon. Yeah.
Yeah. They were like $1 a piece.
We got PlayStation games at noon at the yard sale. Pretty good for noon, right?
Yeah.
And then also got a Cabbage Patch doll, 25 cents. Normally I wouldn't pay that, but 25 cents. You might as well pick it up at 25 cents. As you can hear there, Ken and I had some fun little interactions, so y'all got to hear a little bit of Ken. I was singing along to the song here, so I'm not going to play that audio because that will annoy most of y'all probably. In the past, some of these games might have been worth it. Some of those strategy games are worth some decent money. Those dolls, I have no idea if they were worth it or not. They've looked older, but I don't think I remember looking into them. Stargate, at one point I sold that decently well, but not at $10 for each one. But yeah, PlayStation games and a Cabbage Patch. So this next day I'll pick up some PlayStation games. Unfortunately, I have no idea where they are. I know I brought them home, and they are somewhere in this house or in the garage. So yeah, PlayStation games that was like at noon, I think, on day one. So yes, it's day one, but still, I'm surprised they were just sitting there for $2 each. I don't know if they didn't open until like 10 or something that day, or maybe they just opened. Who knows? But hey, I'll take PlayStation games for $2. And one of them actually had 3 or 4 discs in one case. So I got bonus. I paid 50 cents for each one of those games. So yeah, those would probably go somewhere from 20 to 30. I think for some of them, from what the comps I remember, one of them might have gone for a little bit less, but still, you can find video games for $2 each, and they're vintage from 30. I don't know how long, whenever PlayStation came out, a long time ago. I'll take that. So let's go on to the next clip. Here's another item to pick up at the next sale. These Linux birdhouses. I think I'm counting them here to make sure they're all there. You're gonna hear in a second me and Ken talk about it, and he asked how much are they asking, and he said I said 5. Ken was the master negotiator at all these sales. He wanted everything for cheaper, so I think I actually got that for $3 if I'm remembering correctly. Now that I'm going back and watching it, Ken was always trying to get a better deal, which is really not good for a reseller to do. I'm just not always the best at doing that. But yeah, here is the interaction between me and Ken talking about that. I'm probably gonna buy those. I think I'm gonna buy those Linux birdhouse things. These little guys. It's all for $5. They're little Linux birds.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of cool. Based on the comps, they were worth it.
They are? Do it.
Yeah. I'm getting some
How much you want to pay for it?
They're asking $5.
Yeah, I know.
So that's pretty good to me. So these were a cool find. These Linux birdhouses, I think is what it was. Surprised these made it home safely. They were just packed in there very precariously. They have still not been listed yet, but I think, if I remember correctly, they sold for around $40 to $50, somewhere in that range. So I definitely should have picked those up for $5. I debated a lot. I saw me discussing it with Ken, I think, in the actual video. And his link will be down below, SSK Promo, if you want to go subscribe to him. Give him a follow. He does a live show today, actually. Well, earlier today, actually, as I'm filming this, because I'm filming this at like 1 o'clock, I think, right now. So we'll see if this video gets up by 5:15. It might come out on Friday, actually, instead of today. But yeah, that's it for that one. Like I said, some decent value there. On to the next clip. What'd Ken just pick up? And just picked a blow mold that's bigger than he is, I think.
Pumpkin blow mold.
$5 for the pumpkin blow mold. I got this NASCAR Xfinity car, Kyle Petty hat, Mercedes-Benz hat. Show y'all some of the other sites. Ken sold that pumpkin blow mold for like $60 or $70 plus shipping. It was part of the Ken vs. 10 challenge against me, so that was used against me. But yeah, here is the summary of what's sold so far. Only the car has sold so far. At the last garage sale for day 1, might be my best item I found, actually. This Mercedes-Benz hat right here. This was, you know, around 3 o'clock, probably 2 or 3 o'clock on day 1. So it's just sitting there. A hat for $1. I think I got a really cool Hot Wheels Kyle Petty hat as well. It's probably worth 30 to 40. I also sold that Xfinity car y'all saw. That thing sold for like 35, I think, on eBay. I took a best offer of 35. I paid 3 for that. So generally the NASCAR stuff is not worth anything, but that one was like 1 of 500. So I figured it might have some value to it. I couldn't find any comps on it when I was looking at the sale, but I saw like that one was, I think, I can't remember what brand it was. Might have been Chevy or Toyota. I don't know. I found a different one that had sold for like $20 for the same, you know, 1 of 500. So I was like, well, this one's got to be worth something. So yeah, it sold for 35, went overseas. But this hat right here, this was actually part of the Ken vs. 10 challenge. It did not sell, obviously, because it's still in my hands. But I've listed it for $200. There was, based on worth, or I think I used Terapeak. Terapeak had one sale of like 85, and it wasn't in as good condition as mine. So this is like a quarter, I don't know if it's corduroy, it feels like corduroy to me, style hat. But I have it listed for 200. I've gotten offers of like 100, I think, and I haven't taken it yet. So maybe on the next 100, like $20 offer, I'll take it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not in that big of a hurry to sell it. I don't need it that fast, so I will wait on this. But yeah, that's it for day 1 of Highway Buyway Sale. Don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite item. Mine's probably going to be the Barbies, just because that was a really good value right there. But this hat is really cool as well. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Getting close to 3,000. Thanks for watching.